no tables, no t-shirts, no dunk tank, no food, no band show. Not much May either. How's this gonna work?
Are you kidding, John? It's gonna be awesome. We have, for when there's maybe like a lot of there too with the students, the footage, and they know it's about that in the first place, because people are gonna be absolutely amazed when they see it's in like an even and for when there's maybe a lot of there. I can't wait for MayFest.
I think what Carl is trying to say is we have a fabulous lineup for you. We have music performances, theater performances, films, all sorts of things sent in from students, faculty, alumni. It's an amazing mix of creativity and performance that we're so happy to share with you today.
So grab your blanket, grab a lawn chair, set up in your backyard, don't forget some snacks, and don't forget your mask, because here's MayFest.
Yeah!
Oh, hello there. Welcome back. You caught me in the middle of my Wednesday morning feeding. And today is a very special episode. And I'll explain why in just a second. Oh, hello again. Being the Turtle King, I like all different types of turtles. Sea turtles, tortoises, even the snapping turtle. But there's one species of turtle that I'm particularly fond of, and that's the terrapin. Terrapins can be found here in North America, ranging from the Florida Keys all the way up to Cape Cod. And a funny fact is you may not know this, but the Turtles and my favorite band is the Grateful Dead. And one of our favorite albums is entitled Terrapin Station. Fitting. I'm wearing my Jerry shirt and everything. So now, in the spirit of MayFest, for one night only, it's my pleasure to introduce the Turtle King and the facility's lip-sync jug band, performing a song off of the Dead's Terrapin Station album. And I want you to remember that it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you wear a mask. So without further ado, once again, here's the Turtle King and the facility's lip-sync jug band. I hope you enjoy the show.
Summer's here. Senior solo tap, age 15, entry 476. Ava Vingiano, also being adjudicated for the title of Miss Star Quest, Ain't No Sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. There ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, under this time when he's gone, wonder if he's going to stay. There ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime he goes away, and I know, 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 I know. Hey, I ought to leave the young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Anytime he goes away, anytime he goes away, anytime he goes away.
Hi, I'm Shaun Mettler from the class of 2019. To all current Hamden Hall students, I'm so sorry that you will not be able to have an in-person MayFest this year. I know it was one of my favorite traditions when I was at Hamden Hall. But that being said, I'm so glad you guys are doing a virtual MayFest. I think right now it's so important to stay connected to the communities that mean the most to us. So for this virtual MayFest, I will be singing Bring It On Home to Me in the style of Sam Cooke. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know I laugh when you laugh, but now I know I only hurt myself. Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll give you jewelry and money too. That ain't all I'll do for you. Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know I'll always be your slave till I'm buried in my grave. Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 I tried to treat you right, but you stayed out at night. Oh, bring it to me, bring your sweet loving, bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, my quarantine life will be so fun. I mean, can you imagine, like, only 3 classes per day? Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. And I have a lot of things to do, like playing guitar.
Day 2.
Playing video games.
Day 3.
And more video games.
Day 4.
I couldn't sleep like this. It's too much sleeping. I need to do something else. I'll play basketball. Let's go. Yeah, here you go. That's my quarantine life. Isn't it fun? But, like, sleeping is not all I do. See, I still eat. Last is a tip to stay awake for the rest of your day.
Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Claire, and I will be reading a poem called Math and Love, which is based off of a prompt that was write a poem about a fact that not a lot of people know about. Math and love. When you think of love, you don't think of math. You don't think of numbers, statistics, or graphs. You think of the warmth, the glow, the feeling. But what if I told you there's a math in love? When somebody likes you, they find you 20% more attractive. At least 1% of the population finds you attractive or likes you. There are 7 billion people in the world. 1% of 7 billion is 77 million. 77 million people like the shape of your nose, or don't notice the acne on your forehead, or don't notice the huge birthmark that's so obvious. They certainly don't notice one bad hair day, or the scar you think shines brighter than a diamond. They find you beautiful for you. They love the rich color of your eyes, your glimmering smile and heavenly laugh, the delicate balance of your body. They love the marks on your nose from where your glasses sit, the deeply cut smile lines from your constant positivity, and your simple ability to light up a room. So, if you're going to think of love in numbers, just remember the 1%.
Hello, wonderful Hamden Hall family. In case you don't know me, I'm Mary Jane Smith, and I'm recording here in Orem, Utah, where I live with my husband. And we're very happy to be part of Virtual MayFest, so grateful that Charlie has invited everybody to join in. I'm going to be singing a song called Take Me to the World by Stephen Sondheim, my all-time favorite composer. It's been a favorite song for over 30 years. I sang it at my best friend's wedding, and I feel like it's particularly pertinent right now. So, Take Me to the World by Stephen Sondheim. Let me see the world with clouds. Take me to the world. Out where I can push through clouds. Take me to the world. A world that smiles Take me to the world that's real. Show me how it's done. Teach me how to laugh, to feel. Move me to the sun. Just hold my hand whenever we arrive. Take me to the world where I can be alive. Do you want the world? Why then, you shall have the world. Ask me for the world again. You shall have the world. A world of skies that's bursting with surprise. To open up your eyes for joy. We shall see the world come true. We shall have the world. I won't be afraid with you. We shall have the world. Just hold my hand and know you're not alone. We shall have the world to keep. Such a lovely world, you'll weep. We shall have the world forever, for our own. Love you.
Out, damn spot. Out, I say. 1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a feared? What need we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the groceries to have so many germs on them? Do you mark that? The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more. You mar all with this starting. Go to, you have known what you should not. She has spoke what she should not. Here's the smell of Lysol still. Oh, all the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh. What a sigh is here. The heart is sorely charged. I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body. Well, this disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those who have walked in their sleep, who have died holily in their beds. Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you, yet again, the groceries are washed. They cannot develop corona. To bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed.
Dear Mr. Hudson, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor wax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that the fume should have a warning. Since the only possibility is that your wax is rancid, I request a full refund of all the money we've advanced. And unless you can convince me you've improved the floor wax batter, we will take our business elsewhere, so I've hoped to solve this matter. How's my speed, Miss Stillmount?
A little slow, perhaps.
Enclosed you'll find a small container of the stuff I talk about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff if you've a doubt. I'm sure you want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your papers, which is why I chose to write you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you make your floor wax better. I just hope it won't require us to have our floor relaid, and if it does, you may expect a bill. Sincerely, Trevor Graydon. Read that back to me, please.
Certainly. Dear Mr. Hudson, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor wax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that the fume should have a warning. Since the only possibility is that your wax is rancid, I request a full refund of all the money we advanced. And unless you can convince me you've improved the floor wax matter, we will take our business elsewhere, so I hope you solve this matter.
Not half bad. Continue, please.
Enclosed you'll find a small container of the stuff I talk about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff if you would doubt. I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your papers, which is why I choose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you make your floor wax better. I just hope it won't require us to have our floor relaid, and if it does, you may expect a bill. Sincerely, Trevor Graydon.
Miss Stillmount, may I speak frankly?
Yes?
If I could be so lucky as to have a good stenographer to keep this place as up to date as her short skirt and bobbed coiffure, I wouldn't have to worry about the soured office planking and could concentrate on generating profits ripe for banking. That is why I'm trusting you with this outrageous correspondence, which I don't intend to actually mail to the respondents. So if you can make sense of my unintelligible patter, then the job is yours, and Hudson's floor wax doesn't really matter.
Hudson's floor wax doesn't 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 matter. Dear Mr. Hudson, colon. No, this is really open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor racks that we bought you from you arrived here Monday morning, we were discovered up on your seats at the you should have a warning. The only possibility is that your rats is rented. I request a full refund of all the money we've invested. And unless you can convince me you can prove the floor matter, we will take our business elsewhere, so I hope you solve this matter. Enclosed to find a small container of the stuff I talk about is carefully remove the lid and take a whiff if you could doubt. I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news that our office was affected by a rabies butcher was returned to write you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that will make you feel much better. This open will require us to have our glory land, and if it does, you may expect the bill sincerely, Trevor Graydon. You have made the team, Miss Mount.
Tell me where my desk is when we eat lunch, how much I'll be paid, and nice to meet you, I know we'll be friends, just call me Billy Graydon. I mean Dumount. Someday Graydon. Graydon.
Hey guys, Julia here. So for MayFest this year, I was planning on telling some corny jokes, so here they are. Why did the cookie go to the nurse? It felt crummy. Which school subject was the witch's favorite? Spelling. Why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? Because she was so stuffed. What do you call a boring dinosaur? A dino snore. Why did the bicycles fall over? Because they're too tired. I sold my vacuum the other day. All it was doing was collecting dust. Why did the invisible man turn down the job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it. Why don't big cats play poker on the safari? Too many cheetahs. And I know this last one will be a little bit more corny than the others, but I think that everyone at Hamden Hall is amazing, and I miss you guys all so much. See you soon.
The only thing I've known my whole life about what I want to be when I grow up is that it has to be creative. My friends always seemed to know exactly who or what they wanted to be, but that's all I knew. And it still is true, but I have a little bit of a better idea now.
Kat, come here, do something. Oh.
I've never shied away from the spotlight. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved performing on stage and seeing everyone in the audience smiling and hear what they had to say afterwards. In the summers, my cousins and my brother and I would make little sketches and action movies.
Comedy by Danny and Kiley. Hello. Hi, partner. Hi, partner.
Because I was the youngest, I was usually banned to camera operator, but I just loved being a part of creating something. I continued to use theater and drawing and writing as performance as I got older. What I loved was being able to tell a story. It could be my own emotions that I didn't know how to explain otherwise, or it could be a made-up character as I got lost in their world. No matter what, the most important part was making the audience feel something. When people read my writing, I watch their faces. I want to know the exact words that made them smile, or laugh, or feel emotion. That's the best part. None of these things that I was so passionate about, though, seemed like something I wanted as a career path. They didn't seem realistic, and I was too interested in too many things to narrow down and just practice one skill. And then, at the end of junior year, my advisor gave me a book. Just the Funny Parts, a memoir by Nell Scoville. An accomplished writer and producer, she did everything that I loved, and so much more. And it was her job. My eyes were opened. Now in college, I'm able to create more than I ever have been. Writing comedy, getting to act, editing videos, filming my friends, and capturing moments I never want to forget. I love every second of it. From the first camera I was ever forced to hold by my cousins to it being my most prized possession, I've never been more excited for my future, to continue to learn how to tell stories, and to do what I've always wanted to, be creative.
A day with no clouds in the sky. It was hard for me to recall a day with no clouds in the sky. When the US stock sank 4 times in 10 days to its bottom, the price of a flight ticket back home raised the voice to its peak. Just 1 second I hesitated. All the dancing ticket passed by as carefree birds sang under the cloudiness. Even worse, the legibility to transit was a wild beast, rolling at my face, screaming to my ear, laughing at my stupidity. Under the cloudiness, in the fierce wind, my face grimaced, helplessly. Ticket 1, New York, Taiwan, Shanghai. We are sorry to inform you that Taoyuan Airport currently prohibits foreigners from transit. Ticket 2, New York, Hong Kong, Shanghai. We are sorry to inform you that Hong Kong Airport. Ticket 3, New York, Seoul, Shanghai. We are sorry. Refreshing the website, praying to the gods, my cold fingers trembled and my teeth ground. As my eyes flew to the interface of my 3 devices, sink or swim depended on one action. Blood surged, heart stormed. The new name of the game should be called Heartbeat Play. Mask, check. Goggle, check. Alcohol, check. Gloves, check. Raincoat, check. Shower cap, check. I got my ticket, but that was just the start. No eating, no drinking, no breathing. I was choked by the mask of fate. The air was called freedom only when I'm locked in the birdcage. Home is far away, only the sickle of the virus pressed on my neck. My lung was a fish out of water seeking for oxygen. My sore throat was a ragged alcandor struggling to make the last sound. 14 hours to go, 7 movies away, and 0 sleep alone. I finally saw the shadow of the plane shining on the dark runway. The reflection of the airfoil growing on the glass of the terminal building. Home was feet away, so close that I couldn't reach. But When my eyes met the sky, I also see. I see dawn after darkness with lovely flower and tenacious trees. I see the rainbow after the tempest, floating beside rosy clouds. I see people flock to Wuhan University when the cherry blooms. I also see a day with no clouds in the sky.
Hi, Dave Solomon here, Hamden Hall, class of 95. I am a writer and director working in theater and film. I was in rehearsals for directing a new production, a new musical called Pump Up the Volume, based on the 1990 film starring Christian Slater. We were having our world premiere production at Pittsburgh Playhouse in Pittsburgh, and then going on to the Citadel Theater in Edmonton, where Hadestown started. And the plan is still to go back to Pittsburgh and on to Canada when we're on the other side of all this. But in the meantime, we were away in rehearsals a week away from Tech when we were halted and due to the coronavirus. So I put together 2 little montages of some rehearsal footage for Pittsburgh Playhouse Art Share, and I thought they'd be nice to share with Hamden Hall and your MayFest. So that's what these are. Just a little background. They are rehearsal footage, early rehearsal footage that you would never share with anyone under any other circumstances. So that being said, it's in a rehearsal room. You have to imagine it's a black box, going to be in a black box theater, so there's audience on 2 sides. Imagine a multi-level set that's being designed by the Emmy winner, Jason Artazzoni West, won an Emmy for Jesus Christ Superstar Live, and choreography is by Stacey Tukey, also Emmy nominated for So You Think You Can Dance. The music is by Jeff Thompson. The book and lyrics are by Jeremy Desmond, music direction by James Sampliner, and also imagine a rock band. It's a rock musical, so there is a lot more. This is just piano. Anyway, that being said, it's a musical about connection and communication and hope, and the first one is a little high energy. The second one shares some footage from our last day of rehearsal where we sang ourselves out into hiatus with a beautiful song called Keep the Air Alive. I think that's it. Here's a little glimpse of Pump Up the Volume.
When they say you're moody, then you get up. Pump up the volume. Turn the moody on until they turn. When they say you're in trouble, then you get in trouble. Pump up the volume. Pump it up and they gonna shut you up and shut you down. Go crawling back into your shell. Let it out, go crazy, give them hell. Pump up the volume. Hail to Harry and Spy.
Hey guys, my name is John Carlo Letizia, class of 2019. I currently go to school at Connecticut College, New London, Connecticut. With everything going on, MayFest, as you know, was canceled, and that was a big deal for me. I was really looking forward to coming back. Previous years I'd done it, and it was really a lot of fun. I wanted to get back with my Hamden Hall community after 13 years attending. But then Mr. Alexander gave me and a couple other alums the gracious opportunity to play again in the form of media and such. So I'm really excited to do that. I'll be doing some songs today, kind of categorized from what I was listening to when I was into the developmental parts of me as a musician in my 4 years of high school at Hamden Hall. But I really dedicate all of this to the class of 2020 who didn't really get to round off their year in the way that myself and many others have been able to who attended Hamden Hall. So this one's for you guys. Here's Have You Ever Seen the Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain the sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Now I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yesterday and days before, sun is cold, rain is hot. I know it's been that way for all my life. Till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know it can't stop, I wonder. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yeah, so that was some Creedence. What I distinctly remember about this time was taking Mr. Alexander's theater class. I remember we were doing a lot of shows, a lot of those little productions. There was one where we were in hell and we were all criminals or something. But I remember the first time I got involved with MayFest was actually that class. We sacrificed Kiley Herlihy to the Roman gods in that class, and I also did a show at a funeral. Not at a funeral, but I was in a funeral at the show. And, I remember at the time doing the shows, I had done some theater, and, I had done a lot of theater in middle school, and I was, getting really passionate about it, seeing how much I enjoyed it, and, I think that was the burgeoning of a lot. So the next one we're going to be doing is, People Are Strange by The Doors. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. When you're strange, faces go out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Well, the musical we did that year was Legally Blonde, and that was a lot of fun. I still remember the date. That was like one of the biggest shows. I just remember coming in and having to do musical numbers, and it was so crazy and so big, and it was fun. I liked it a lot. That was also the first time where I met Mr. Gasteyer, and I remember it was just, it was just a blast doing he made the dances so fun. I remember one of the specific things I remember was even if you couldn't get the dances, it didn't make you feel like you were screwing up, which was huge for me because I was just kind of getting comfortable. Also around that time, it was when I did, I subbed in for a middle school show for As You Like It, which was a little daunting, learning that script in 3 weeks, but it was arguably one of the things I feel the proudest about at Hamden Hall, and I had a really good time with it. Alright, well here's Van Morrison's Brown Eyed Girl. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts jumping in you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened to Tuesday so slow? Going down in the old mine with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind rainbow balls, slipping and a sliding along the waterfalls with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, just like that? Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So hard to find my way now that I'm more on my own. I saw you just the other day. My, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you. With you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la So by my sophomore year, I was getting really passionate, about music, more towards singing guitar. So I was kind of always doing theater as a hobby. I really liked it. But now I was kind of taking it on as like a personality thing, and I was really liking it. So that was the year I tried Coffee House. I did MayFest, two of like the best experiences I had at Hamden Hall. I got such a great reception from the community, which was awesome. I'm glad that's something that's continued there. Those two events I think do a lot for us in the arts, and they really helped me with my confidence as a musician and then as a person. I'm lucky enough to go to a college that actually does a similar thing, which is so cool for me, and it's even still called Coffee House. But I'll do a couple songs kind of relating to these. Here's the song I did at Coffee House, Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, and I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Life keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, and don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. All right. From this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I'd take it on a little further, farther down the line, yeah, far from Folsom Prison, babe. That's where I wanna be, and I'd let that lonesome whistle all my blues away. So, that little last part in there was a little homage to the thing I did at Coffee House, which was also when I started getting into blues music, which is what I do at Connecticut College with my band. I'll get into that a little bit later. But, this was just a big time for me musically. I was really, enjoying everything so much. And really enjoying guitar. So on top of all of that, we do Grease the Musical, which is the 50s music I love. And I get to play the guitar for it. I'm Duty in Grease, and that was unbelievable to date. It was the best show I did at Hamden Hall. Every time I got to bring that guitar in and do rehearsal was great, but even better was the people I got to spend it with. I still stay in touch with those guys, my Pink Ladies and my fellow T-Birds. So here's the song I got to do in that. Those Magic Changes. C, 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 A minor, F, 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 G, 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 G7. What's that playing on the radio? Why do I start swaying to and fro? I have never heard that song before, but if I don't hear it anymore, it's still familiar to me, sends a thrill right through me, 'cause those chords remind me of the night that I first fell in love to. Those magic changes, my heart arranges a melody. It's never the same melody. It's calling your name, it begs you, please come back to me. Please return to me. Don't go away again, don't make them play again. The music I wanna hear is once again you whisper in my ear. back to me someday. I know it's been so long since our last goodbye, but I'm singing as I cry. While the bass is sounding, while the drums are pounding, beatings of my broken heart will rise to first place on the charts. Oh, my heart arranges, oh, those magic changes. See, 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 hey, 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 hey. Ooh. Oh, my heart arranges, oh, those magic changes. So in a little homage to Ed Patterson, I'll be doing what we did in our first time playing MayFest. He played drums for us. Rock Candy was the name of our little band. And the thing he made really clear to us, me and my other players, was that we gotta flow through each song. We gotta go clean transition. So we ended up keeping a lot of things in the same key. So here's a song I did that day. That MayFest, that first MayFest I did. Here's Another Saturday Night by Sam Cooke. Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money cause I just got paid. And how I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Dig this. I got in town a month ago. I've seen a lot of girls since then. If I could meet them, I could get them. But yet I haven't met them. That's why I'm in the shape I'm in. Here it's another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money and I just got paid. Now how I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Now, another fella told me he had a sister who looked just fine. Instead of being my deliverance, she had a strange resemblance to a cat named Frankenstein. Here another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money cause I just got paid. Now how I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Give it to me now. Oh, 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 oh. Listen to me now. It's hard on a fella when he don't know his way around. If I don't find me a honey to help me spend my money, I'm gonna have to pull this down. Here it's another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money cause I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money cause I just got paid. Now how I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Everybody, another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money cause I just got paid. Now how I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way, yeah. Alright guys, so we taking a little break, a little bit of an interlude, and I'll be back tonight for some more. Stay tuned.